Hi guys, this is Dima Brook from XP.NETWORK, and today we're going to talk about a new convenience tool we recently created. We called it batch transfers, and it allows transferring multiple NFTs of ERC 721 standard with one go. To do so, at the moment we're testing it on staging, but pretty soon it's going to be available in production. At the moment you can see the address of this resource here, which is staging.batch-transfers.bridge.xp.network. And the first thing we have to do, let's select a chain of departure. Let's go for BC. And let's select the chain of destination, for example, Polygon. Then let's connect our wallet. Let's use MetaMask. And because BSC was already selected in my MetaMask, we quickly got in. And here we see a list of NFTs. Well, here I have some NFTs we used for testing different situations in the bridge, so don't be surprised that they look kind of weird or ugly. That's fine. And I just, before this video, bought several NFTs here on Tofu NFT Marketplace. We often buy Polymonsters collection for testing on the mainnet because they're quite cheap and they look very nice. So thank you, Polymonsters, for being so good. And here I have 3 NFTs of ERC 721 standard that I want to send in a batch. Okay, I can select all 3 NFTs. As you can see, the transaction fee accumulated as I selected them. Now it's 0. Now it's 0040 BNB. Now it's 0.0080 BNB, and this is the price for transferring 3 ERC 721 NFTs here. Well, in order to continue, I'll have to pause this video and paste the private key, just not to expose it, just a sec. Okay, here I have inserted my private key. And now we have to provide the destination address. Well, let's copy it from here, which means I'll be sending to myself. And we have 3 NFTs selected for sending. We have the destination address and the private key of the sender. So why do we need this private key? Basically, what will happen is instead of signing every transaction manually every time in your wallet, for example, MetaMask, this key is used to sign for you the same transaction multiple times. Here in the example, I have only 3 NFTs selected, but imagine you're planning to transfer an entire collection, let's say of 10,000 NFTs at once. And that's going to be very tiresome for you to sign 10,000 transactions manually in a MetaMask. There'll be 2 setups available here. I'll explain about the second setup a bit later. But let's just send this like so. So we're sending from BSC to Polygon, and let's see how it goes. The transaction is being processed. First, it will happen on BSC. Those NFTs will be sent to the bridge validators. The bridge validators will then process them too, and then we will get a hash on Polygon. It might take some time. So while we are waiting, we can potentially go to, okay. Basically, we have 2 transactions processing and 1 is pending. Okay, so it is Unicles, Unichick, and Uniship. Okay, 1 is completed and 2 are being processed. So thank you, Bridge UI. You're being quite informative, letting us know what's going on. And we even have the transaction hashes on both chains. Okay, so the second one is done. Let's wait for the third one. As you can see, all the signatures are done for you here. So you don't have to worry, you don't have to bother. And we're still pending. Let's wait for the third one to succeed. Yeah, here we go. So all 3 succeeded. We have sent 3 NFTs. Without having to interact with the wallet. With 3, of course, it's safer to do it using your MetaMask. because, for example, if you run out of tokens, you will be notified. But when you have thousands of NFTs that you want to send, this setup will be quite convenient. So let's first go to BSC and check that the transaction was successful, right? And NFT with this token ID was actually sent. Let's now go to Polygon. And let's see that we received this NFT on Polygon. Oh, and obviously the same thing happened with the rest of the NFTs. Let's now do this. First of all, the NFTs should disappear from here. It might take some time because the database doesn't get updated so quickly as it happens on the blockchain. It might take several minutes, maybe up to 10 minutes for the database to be updated. But we'll do the following. We'll go to Polygon. You actually saw that the action succeeded on the chain, right? So this is just the UI that, okay, so we went to Polygon and there we see that all these NFTs are there. And obviously they came in this order, like this guy came first, second, third. This is how they arrived here. Maybe if we now go back to BSC, they should disappear from there. Well, no. It's going to take some time. It's okay, guys. It just takes some time to update the database. But we can see we actually already have access to those NFTs here in Polygon, and I can again select them and send them back, for example, to BSC. Okay. If you are not convenient using a public API with such a setup, that's perfectly fine. What you can do is okay, so here's the repository. It's called Bridge Interface. It's public, so anyone can copy, fork, or like it. And what you can do is you can copy the code like so, and you can go to your terminal and make sure you're in the right code folder, and then do git clone, and then this repo, and press enter. Well, I already did so I'm not going to repeat it again. Otherwise, I'm going to clone this repository once again. Once it's cloned into the correct folder, the next thing you do is yarn. Run yarn to install all the libraries. I already also did that. And then in order to start, you can also run yarn build to build this repository and prepare it for launching, just to save time when you launch. And I also did that to save your time. And just do yarn start to actually start the application locally. And here we are. So let's do this. Let's just, okay, here we are. This is the front page of the bridge on your local host. As you can see, you are hosting that. You can go through the entire code. You can make sure that it does exactly what it says. Nothing is taken from you that is not supposed to be taken. And let's do that. Let's just go to Polygon because we just sent our NFTs there. And let's say we want to send it back to BSC, for example. Let's connect with our MetaMask. And we are inside the bridge, right, on our local host. And what you see here is you can, again, provide your private key for signing multiple transactions at once, and the key and the public address of the receiver of the NFTs. Just if you want to show this to someone, or if you want to shoot a video, make sure that nobody sees your private key. So right now, if I type something here, everyone can see every character that I type. Well, in order to fix that, so we left it like this for you to be sure that you inserted the correct key. If you want to change that, do this. Just open it in the Explorer, and you see that the input type is now set to text, which is like regular. Just change it to password, like so, and let's close it. And now anything I type here is hidden from the viewer's eye. So if you are planning to shoot a video or to show it to someone, do it like this. And here you can see that we have the NFTs ready for sending. As a convenience, we've added the index of every NFT for you to be sure how many you already sent and how many you have left to go. So feel free to use this UI locally to make sure that nobody has access to your private keys. Well, thank you for watching. See you next week. Don't forget to subscribe to stay always tuned. And that's it for today. Bye.